Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we have the Blue Ice Ascension Mimic in the game. I'm going to go over the stats of his card, where he can be useful, how you can get Ascension items, and I'm also going to take a look at my Red Fire Ascension Mimic so that you can see what he really looks like, especially with the limit breaking and emblems and masterclass emblems added to him, because I did add all of that for him. I am also going to do about 20 pulls or so to see if we can get lucky and pull this Ice Ascension Mimic. Before we get started, if you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. So first I want to take a look at my Fire Ascension Mimic here. You can see that I do have him double limit broken with masterclass emblems, and I did take the attack path for his talent path here. You can see I went all attack, and then I did do shield as a secondary option, although I don't even think that there was any options for having attack and shield versus attack and health yet. Every single one of them had something different on the other side, but I did go all attack here, including the masterclass emblems, and for me, he has 1850 attack, 1664 shield, and 2826 health, and for his special, he is average mana speed, deals 380% damage to the target and nearby enemies. If an enemy is defeated by the attack, the caster recovers plus 50% health and gains plus 33% mana. The target and nearby enemies receive 888 bleed damage over 4 turns, and the Mimic chest closes for 2 turns. What that does is that it makes it so the Mimic is immune to damage and new status ailments while closed. If I click his family bonus here, you can see that the members of the Mimic family have Mimic Loot passive. Mimic Loot gives a chance for extra rewards when completing a map or quest level. Chances for extra loot increase with energy cost of the level. Mimics need to be at the max level and fully ascended for Mimic Loot to be active. So that is very important, because I see a lot of questions. Do I need to limit break this hero? Do I need to double limit break this hero? Do I need to add emblems to this Mimic hero? You do not need to do any of that. You just need to get it to 4.80 and get its special to 8 out of 8. So that last part's very important, because some people will just try to speed level that hero up and not actually get the special up to 8 out of 8 because of the fact that they actually level up faster than a regular 5-star legendary hero. They're going to level up similar to what a costume would do. You just won't be able to use costumes to level it up, but when you use regular feeders, you're going to get that same 4 or 5 times experience compared to using those feeders on a regular hero. Or maybe it's like 3 or 4 times experience instead. And this last part is actually what I was just talking about. Mimics have a reduced leveling and ascension cost. It's also worth noting that it's significantly less materials to limit break them as well. So it would cost you the same as limit breaking a costume. It's only going to cost you 5 of the 3-star ethers of whatever color you have the Ascension Mimic to limit break them. And then for the double limit breaking, it's only going to cost you 1 alpha ether and 5 of the 3-star ethers. So you don't have to spend any 5-star ethers other than the alpha ether to limit break your Ascension Mimic. So that is definitely pretty awesome. And one of the reasons I decided to do this with my Red Fire Ascension Mimic, I did not do it with the experience mimics because they only hit 1, and I didn't think that they were as useful for wars or even for events. I've been testing out this Ascension Mimic in events, and when you kill 3 enemies, you actually get full mana. I know it says 33% mana in the special, so you would think that he would be just shy of getting the full mana, because 3 times 33 is 99%, but he does definitely get full mana. I think it's because if you choose the talent node on the talent path for the mana, or if you have a troop on him to give him some mana generation increase, I think that's what kicks it over that 99% to a full 100%. So you can get through those map or quest stages, or I've been trying him out in the tower event this week to see if I can get through those stages quicker, and he has definitely been helping. I feel like sometimes you need to use a different special first because he might not be powerful enough to kill all of the enemies as you progress through the tower stages. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. As far as the odds of pulling anything, actually, let's take a look at the other passives first. So he does also have the perfect accuracy passive. This character's special skill shield never misses its targets. And then this last part, the mimic loot, you can see this mimic gives a chance for extra loot when completing stages. You can get tall boots, fine gloves, a compass, Damascus blade, tome of tactics, and then also there's the ability to get an arcane script, chainmail shirt, hidden blade, and mystic rings. Obviously the mystic rings, the Damascus blade, and the tome of tactics are the big items there. They have a very low percentage to get pulled, but if you use the Ascension mimic regularly while you are farming, then you're likely eventually just going to get the items that you need. The mystic rings have a higher percentage chance, and I've pulled probably about 5 or 6 or so with my red fire Ascension mimic. I have not been able to pull any Damascus blade or tome of tactics, unfortunately, but let's go take a look at the odds of pulling them. So here you can see that the odds of the secret summon is 1.5%. The Ascension mimic class is rogue. The chance of pulling the Ascension items are a little bit different, so let's take a look at here. It says same 1 draw per stage's energy with a maximum of 5 items for each energy, and the odds below are for the first draw, 98.08% chance for nothing, 1.5% chance for tall boots, 0.2% for the compass, 0.2% chance for fine gloves, 0.01% for Damascus blade, 0.01% for tome of tactics. And then below that, you can see the second draw is 96.76% for nothing, 1% for arcane scripts, 2% for chainmail shirt, 0.16% for the hidden blade, and 0.08% for mystic rings. Obviously, this is for the red fire Ascension mimic. That would change to the warm cape for the 0.16% chance instead of the hidden blade, and obviously instead of mystic rings, it would be the telescope that you would get for the 0.08% chance. So they are not great odds, but if you're going to use them anyway while farming, eventually, like I said, you're going to get what you need, or at least probably the scopes. The Damascus blade and tome of tactics is going to have a significantly less chance to get pulled because they are significantly lower odds. All right, so at this point right now, we are going to go into the portals here and see if we can get lucky and pull this blue ice Ascension mimic. We're going to start off with the Covenant portal. I do have enough coins to do 15 pulls in the Covenant portal, and we've got some really good heroes that are featured here. I already have Hrothgar. I've got him single up and broken, and potentially going to be double limit breaking him soon. And I did recently pull Dueler Friller as well, who was a hero that I really wanted for a very long time, and I do have her double limit broken already. And then I would love to get Fafnir. He is probably the biggest hero that I would like to get out of this list. He has been a pain in the ass to go up against. And then Goldrip seems really good as well. Dunnerheart has been definitely an interesting hero. And then the other featured hero is Lee Q, who is another hero I would love to have. I do not have any of the new War of Three Kingdoms, so would definitely love to pull him. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can find a couple heroes that are next to each other with the same element. Actually, we've got Hrothgar and Skarn right next to each other. So let's put them in the middle next to each other and see if we can do that little trick to see if we can get lucky to pull a 5-star hero. I would love to pull one of the legendary featured heroes, and definitely obviously would love to pull this ice blue Ascension mimic. All right, nothing, unfortunately, in the Covenant summon. Let's move on to the Untold Tales portals. I have enough for 3 of these pulls. We've got Gestalt, Gellert, and then also Ultrox as the featured heroes. No new heroes or costumes, unfortunately, this time around. I think all of the costumes have been given out for this series, actually. Let's see if we can get lucky with this portal. All right, we couldn't get lucky with that portal, unfortunately, with the few pulls that we had. I've got 3 more pulls for the tower event that I can do. We've got Costume Ray that I would love to get, and then also Agad is a new hero from that Magic Carpet family, and then also Elissa is the other featured hero. So let's see if we can get lucky here. All right, so unfortunately, we could not get lucky in our 21 pulls I think I did in total. I feel like my luck lately when doing pulls on video has been pretty terrible. Let me know if you decided to do any pulls this time around for the Ice Blue Ascension Mimic, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button, make sure you sub to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.